Welcome to The Digital Shift. We are your hosts, Jessica Green
and Natasha Roberson. Together, we are here to help you build a tech-savvy empire and take your business to the next level.
If you're an entrepreneur, social marketer, or business owner, ready to scale smarter, not harder, this is the podcast for you.
Every week, we bring you expert insights, actionable strategies, and the latest trends to help you infuse tech into your business so you can automate, optimize, and grow.
From mastering automation and creating high-converting systems to building authentic customer connections, we cover everything you need to shift your business into higher gear.
So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and get ready to make your digital shift.
Let's do this. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to The Digital Shift. I am Jessica Green, and today we are diving into one of the most effective ways to build an engaged audience: lead magnets. If you're looking to grow your audience and bring in leads that are actually interested in what you have to offer, then this episode is going to be for you. It is why lead magnets are essential for building your audience. Okay, we're going to explore lead magnets, how you build them. We're going to break down what makes a great lead magnet and how to create one that genuinely attracts your ideal customer, and some tips for automating that stuff, because that's what we do around here at the Self-Made Hub. Automate that lead capture process to make it easy and effective. So let's go dive in and get you some information that maybe you have been searching for a while. I am in the studio and taking video from numerous locations here, so getting everything all set up. All right, so here's a little description, okay? So lead magnets are talked about a lot in the marketing world, right? I actually was just on a call with some top leaders in the space of social marketing, and we were having this conversation about, how things went from being able to just kind of like post and pray and throw things on social media, and people wanted to buy your product and were contacting you, and then things kind of shifted into, you could put, you could do the attraction marketing thing. You could, kind of put something out there and make it like, ooh, let's have them ask me questions about it, and then we could put them in like a group, and we could, all of that process, right? And now it's gotten to the point where, like, hey, I mean, I'm recording this episode when TikTok was literally just banned overnight here in the US, and people are freaking out a little bit, okay? Because they haven't set their businesses up so that they have protected their list, okay? And so what has happened now is people created these giant businesses, all of these followings, and didn't extract off of the social platforms all of their followers into their own lead list that they can then communicate with in any time they want to, right? So here we are with a TikTok ban, all of these followers on a social media platform. We have not extracted them and put them into a lead list. And here is where the lead magnet comes in. Okay. So if you're ever wondering, what is the purpose? Where do they come in? Why do I need one for my business? If you have been experiencing this TikTok ban, it's just a really good example for me to use right now. If you weren't on TikTok and this hasn't affected you, but you're growing your following on any social platform and you have not started extracting that lead list yet from those social platforms, then you definitely want to listen to this episode all the way through so that you can figure out what kind of lead magnet is going to be right for you, and what is the purpose of it? How do you build it? And what kind of things do you put in it so that it makes it, attractive to the person you are trying to connect with out there? Okay, so I'll tell you this, and I can't fit all of this training in one episode, so I will tell you this. Definitely need to know your customer avatar. Definitely need to know your niche. And I know some people are like, oh my gosh, that word again. Customer avatar and niche. Your ideal customer, however you want to say it, you definitely need it, because you don't want to go out and create a lead magnet that's just for everyone or not for anyone. So even in the world of attraction marketing and your content and posting and reels and all of the stuff that you're doing out there, you definitely want to have a brand that people want to follow, number one. And number two, you want to be speaking to the exact audience. And so back to the conversation I was having with some top earners in this social marketing industry this past week. And they were like, I don't understand why the people who know about this attraction or this customer avatar branding, creating your voice, creating your customer avatar, creating these lead magnets, why are people keeping it a secret? And I said, I don't think that it's been kept a secret. I think we are most of people who are out there creating these businesses on social platforms. They didn't have a business degree. They didn't go to marketing college. They fell in love with the product, or you don't even need to anymore, right? It's like so easy to create your own business now, but with that comes the lack of information, the lack of training, the lack of skill set in those areas. So people were just, and listen, when people like I'll tell you, I have a business and I have a marketing degree. I was never taught about social media platforms and how to extract people and narrow down my niche or anything like that, because social platforms weren't a thing, or they were just starting to. Facebook was just starting to become a thing when I was in college. So we didn't have this information. We weren't taught this information. These are things that are evolving in the most recent times now. So I don't think that it's like a kept secret by any means. I think it's just things that we have figured out along the way. I can use the example that 15 years ago when I had already owned and operated a number of businesses, went through an economic downturn, ended up in network marketing, and I had more experience than most people in business and in marketing. Number one, because of the degree I had, but number two, I realized real quickly that I wasn't going to use that degree to go out and work for someone else. I wanted to go out and work for myself, and I wanted to own and operate my own business, right? So, there's just some experience along the way when I got into network marketing that most people don't. They fall in love with a product, a service, or opportunity, and they just go out there and start promoting, posting and praying, throwing stuff on social media, and people evolved and learned along the way. And they learned that the old school way of casting a wide net, while you could do that in other forms of advertising, and you wanted to cast a wide net to capture a lot of different people so that you had enough prospects to follow up with. Well, here's the thing. On social media, you can't just cast a wide net. There's so many people. So you're going to go out there and cast a wide net and be following up with people that aren't really interested in what you have. You're not actually solving a pain point or a problem for all those people in that wide net that you casted. So people used to say cast a wide net. I say cast a narrow net now. You can't do that on social media. I mean, unless you want to be like working yourself to death trying to sift and sort. So this is where the defining your customer avatar, really zeroing in on your niche and creating lead magnets for them. So without going into all of the creating your customer avatar and the niche and the brand and all of that, I'm just going to talk about lead magnets today. But I didn't want to go into all this without telling you how important it is for you to nail those down. You do not want to get out there and start creating lead magnets and not have that nailed down. So a lot of businesses struggle with building an audience because they don't have a clear way to capture interest. People go out there, they post on social media, they utilize the great platforms that we all have, but they're kind of just throwing noodles to a wall, hoping they're going to stick. And then, so you get a following and you have a TikTok account that explodes, or an Instagram account that explodes. And then something happens like what happened to me about 4 or 5-ish years ago, where my Facebook account was taken overnight from me by someone hacking it, running up my manager with Lord knows what, because I've never even seen what happened. And Facebook quickly shut me down. And and I lost my business overnight. I had not extracted leads. I had not extracted customers, prospect list, none of that. I didn't own any of it. Facebook owned it, and they should. It's their platform. I didn't even try to do anything to get those people off that platform and following me, right? And tuning into what I have for them. So a lot of businesses are struggling to build an audience because they're just not doing it the right way, right? There's like, you could go out there and post a million times a day and create these large followings, but if you're not actually asking them to do anything and attach themselves to you, to do business with you with a call to action about what you have to serve them, then utilizing social media is just creating a fan base. And that's not necessarily what we're trying to do out there. So a well-designed lead magnet is going to offer potential customers some really valuable, right off the bat, information about how you can solve their problems, encouraging them to join your list, join your newsletter, join your email campaigns, join your stuff, and stay connected to you. Okay. So a lead magnet is and I'm going to go through next some types of lead magnets that you can create, and a few that we're working on right now with the Self-Made Hub and some of our clients that are just like exploding. But a lead magnet can be as simple as just a PDF that gives some information. Now, what I don't want you to do is create something that's just fluff. Okay, so let's really dig into this, take some notes, and decide what kind of lead magnet you want to create for whatever your industry is. Okay, so a lead magnet is something that is consumable by your very specific customer avatar in your niche. Okay, it's consumable quickly. Let's call it 24 hours or less, better yet, or I'm sorry, consumable in like an hour or less. I mean, an hour is even a lot of time in this microwave society to get people to pay attention to you. So if you can have someone consume it in like, 10, 15, 20 minutes, and within 24 hours, they can take that information, they can utilize it to solve a problem that they're having. This is going to help you get that person to know you, like you, trust you in some way, shape, or form so that they want to continue on to the next step. This lead magnet isn't necessarily there so that they're like, oh my gosh, I love Jessica Green. I'm so excited to do business with her. I'm going to jump into her $25,000 mastermind. That's not what we're trying to do here. I mean, great if that happened, right? That'd be best case scenario. But what we're really trying to have happen is just them to like you enough, trust you enough that you can solve the problems that they're like, maybe I should latch on here, see what else she has to say. Boom, they're on your list. Now you have someone that is your exact customer avatar that has attached themselves to you that wants more from you because you were able to encourage them, you were able to educate them, you were able to get them to believe that you have some sort of answer to some of their problems. So let me give you a list of some different types of lead magnets. There's content-based lead magnets. Okay. There's interactive lead magnets. There's educational lead magnets. There's action-oriented lead magnets. There's exclusive access lead magnets. There are promotional lead magnets. There are product-based lead magnets. There are tool-based lead magnets. There are engagement-based lead magnets. There are seasonal or trending lead magnets. There are bonus lead magnets. And so many probably others. I'm going to actually put a link in the show notes of this so that you guys can grab this list that I'm about to go through with you, just so that you have, a list of lead magnets that you can create. But here's what I'm doing. I'm going to give you a link to go to grab a lead magnet about lead magnet. All right. I want you to know and trust that I have some answers for you so that maybe you'll want to do further business with me. So that's exactly how this works. So I'm going to drop a link in the show notes of this, wherever you're finding us, and you can go and give me your name and your phone number and your email address, and we will shoot off this guide of, let's see, there's about almost 40 different types of lead magnets on this list, but let's go through a few of them here live. And I'm going to tell you about some ones that we're doing, like I said, in the Self-Made Hub right now as we're building things out for some of our clients that are really working well right now. But here we go. So some content-based lead magnets, ebooks or guides, some comprehensive resources offering valuable insights or step-by-step processes. Okay. You could do checklists. Now, I have this love-hate with checklists because I feel like people get lazy with these and they just create these silly little checklists that really don't solve any problems for anybody. And so I don't know. I just don't feel like that's a real great one to get people to take the next steps with you, but maybe you've collected their name, phone number, and email. But here's the thing, you'll lose someone's trust really quick if you give them a fluffy lead magnet that didn't teach them anything, because their immediate response is going to be, well, that was great. Let me throw that in the digital trash. And they're not going to come back for more from you. So if they see your name again or they get an email from you, they're not necessarily going to open it or consume anything by you, because I mean, it was all fluff last time. So why would they believe that you have something to deliver them that's going to solve any of their problems? Just remember, some of this is completely psychological and some of this is subconscious too. Okay. So checklists can be simple. Templates, ready to made documents or designs such as social media calendars, email sequences, graphic templates. I think these are great because they show that you have a skill set to create these templates for them. So they might come back for more from you and even might buy some things that you create in the future. One thing that we do is, like, if you come on board and get a membership with us, is we have templates, ready-made templates for funnels and opt-ins and ways to capture your audience and all those things right in the Self-Made Hub. So I love templates. Also, social media calendars and planners are great because people are always trying to create content. Case studies, real world success stories showcasing how your product or service delivers results. Again, just don't do fluff. Like, case studies are great. I always say you need and must have testimonials on all pages where you're trying to sell something. But I don't know that a case study, lead magnet wise, depending on what kind of area of expertise you're in or what your niche is. So just see if that one's for you. Reports or white papers, getting real technical there, depends on what kind of business you're in. Infographics, again, don't make them fluff, but make them so that it helps them learn something, teaches them something, and it helps them know you, love you, trust you more. Swipe files, cheat sheets, these are all great. Now, interactive lead magnets, quizzes, these are phenomenal. People love taking quizzes as long as they are not too long. Now, remember, if you try to take somebody through a quiz that takes them, or a survey is the next one. So collect data and insights about your avatar. These are great and people love doing them. You just need to make them so short and sweet. So if you make it so that it's going to take someone an hour to get through your survey or quiz, you've lost them and it's not valuable anymore. Calculators, tools to calculate ROI, savings, or other metrics are awesome. Workbooks are great. Just, again, make sure it's something that they can consume and utilize, in a quick hour, and they could put it to use in 24 hours so that they are sticking with you, right? Because if you make something too long that's free, they aren't going to stick around too long and they won't complete it, and then they won't believe that you can solve the problem. Okay. So just make sure you always have those things in the back of your mind when you're creating something. Educational lead magnets. Webinars are phenomenal. Live or pre-recorded sessions. We are starting to do our workshops again. Those, again, are lead magnets. So twice a month, Natasha and I are going to flip-flop and we're going to do workshops where we're going to teach you something for the first, let's call it 20-ish minutes, something you want to learn. That's how we're drawing you in, is with this lead magnet. I'm giving you transparency here. This is exactly how you do it. And so if you want to sign up for those workshops, I'll also drop that link below. It's always the same link, no matter just depends on the cycle we're in the workshop, but it's self-made.biz/workshop. And you can see what is the next upcoming one for us and get registered for it. And then we've got you on our lead list, right? And we know that you're interested in what we have to solve for you because you're attending the workshop that sounds interesting to you. So those are awesome. That I love webinars and live workshops, things like that, because people get to know you, love you, trust you because your personality shines through on those, right? You get to see me, you get to hear me, you get to see if I actually know what I'm talking about. So it gains trust quickly. And that's why those work so well. A video training series, maybe a multi-part video lesson on a specific subject. We've done multiple of these in the past. Mini courses, short structured lessons. Now, maybe you're asking, okay, well, how do I deliver all that stuff? That is what we specialize here at the Self-Made Hub. So if you want to create any webinars, video training series, mini courses, tutorials, things like that, all of that can be done, housed, and set up in the hub so that you can give a link, have them sign up for it, and then they can unlock the mini courses, and all of that can be automated and delivered to them so that you can create it once and then just deliver it over and over and over as a lead magnet. Resource libraries, a collection of tools, guides, links, all that are in one place. Again, that's something that could be housed in the Self-Made Hub for you. Action-oriented lead magnets, challenges. Oh my gosh, challenges are working really well right now. I love challenges. 3 days, 5 days. I wouldn't really necessarily go beyond 7 days. I think 5 days is the sweet spot, but multi-day tasks designed to achieve a specific outcome, they're great. Like a 5-day fitness challenge or a 5-day learn something challenge. Each day it unlocks a new lesson for them. And all of those, we build so many of those in the hub right now for our clients. They're just like you can measure the analytics, you can see who's taking part in those challenges. You can see who's consuming all of the lessons that you put in there because it's all inside of the Self-Made Hub and you can see all of that. It's awesome. It's all automated. Planners or digital or printable things for scheduling or goal setting. Again, just don't make it fluff. You want them to know you and love you and trust you about your craft. You are trying to get their name, phone number, and email, but you do want them to actually engage with you, not just like take the thing and then dump you, right? Because people are freebie seekers out there. Calendars, content, event, or goal calendars tailored to the user's needs. Then exclusive access lead magnets, like a membership access, free trials, or access to private community. Like we have 4 membership options to our self-made hub. So we have launch, which is $39. We have build, which is $79. We have creator, which is $129. And you can see all of those membership options on our website. I'm bringing this up though because our builder has a 7-day free trial and our creator has a 14-day free trial. We don't put free trials on all of our memberships, but those two we do. They're usually the most popular membership options. So we give free trials to that. That's a lead magnet. We want to get you in, testing out our product, giving you a free peek at how it works and seeing if it's for you, right? VIP lists, early access to sales, product launches, or exclusive content, exclusive downloads, premium content or tools that are available for your subscribers. Now, promotional lead magnets, maybe they're coupons or discounts or a percentage off or special deals for signing up now. Free shipping offers could be considered a lead magnet as long as you're collecting name, phone, or email when you're giving it out. Like you in a lead magnet, you want to give something to get something. These lead magnets need to you always want to be collecting name, phone number, email, name, phone number, email. No more than that, unless it's absolutely necessary or they aren't going to fill it out to get the thing you want to give them. Giveaways, contests where entering requires an email, like a sample giveaway or, little gift giveaways. Product-based lead magnets is another one. Samples, trials, demo sessions, same kind of thing. Tool-based lead magnets are like spreadsheets, pre-formatted, tracking, organizing, toolkits, bundles of related resources or tools, software trials, like I was just explaining. Then there's engagement-based lead magnets, access to Q&A sessions, opportunities to ask an expert, live coaching calls, free sessions to troubleshoot or strategize things. We do those a lot. Seasonal or trending lead magnets, holiday-themed guides, content relevant to your upcoming holidays. We do some of that kind of stuff. We did a lead magnet back in November for Black Friday. So we did a lead magnet that was a workshop and we gave you all of the templates and everything that you needed. It was actually way too much. We should have charged for it. This is where there was a point I want to make towards the end of this about like when is too much to give and when's not enough. That's an example for that. That's too much. We gave way too much. It should have been something we charged for. It was great. It was awesome. We were going to do it again next year. We're going to start it sooner, but it's probably something we're going to charge for. And we might do a little lead magnet on the front of it where it gives a little bit of the holiday theme, but it was a Black Friday, everything people could set up to get their Black Friday sales just cranking. And then bonus lead magnets like behind the scenes content that you could give away that's exclusive, expert interviews. Podcasts are kind of like a lead magnet, right? We do some expert interviews on here and we are hoping that you will follow us. We don't necessarily get your name, phone number, and email for hopping on this podcast, but when we put things like links in the show notes so that you can grab things like this lead magnet of a list of lead magnets, you get where I'm going. Audio downloads, podcast guided meditations, or trainings in audio format are all great ideas. Okay, so that kind of wraps up the list of different types of lead magnets. Like I do a free chapter of my book as a lead magnet, which is amazing because then people are led right to wanting my whole book or wanting the audio of my book right in the middle of creating a workbook of finding your superpowers that goes along with my finding your superpowers or superpower to super profit book that I wrote. So I give away a chapter, which is a lead magnet, which is free, but then it goes right into getting the book free plus shipping. So I'm just charging shipping. So it's kind of lead magnet, but they're at least paying for shipping. And then the next thing they can do is get the audio version of the book immediately while they're waiting for their book. And it's an upsell. And with that, they're now going to get this workbook that is them to being able to like completely put together your superpowers with this workbook while you're waiting for my book to come in the mail. So that's all upsell, but it starts with a free lead magnet. So there is tons of really cool stuff that you can do. Now, currently, for our self-made hub clients that we're building stuff for. So just in case you didn't know, we have the hub, right? We have the different membership options so that you can just have the tech platform. You can come get a little help from your friends. We also have our accelerator, which is get a little more help from your friends. So you're gonna get yourself on the platform. You can sign up for our 10-week accelerator. It's done with you so that we give you templates. You come in, you build with us all of the tools you need for your business. One of the things we help you build is lead magnets and how to deliver those lead magnets and how to set up keyword automation so that you can extract from these social media platforms names, phone numbers, emails with the lead magnet and then have the rest of it set up on automation. So we do all of that with you in an accelerator program plus so much more. But then we also have done for you clients where they're like, hey, I don't have time and I'm not going to learn how to build tech. And I just need you to build this for me. Build me some lead magnets, build me all the things. Tell me what I need for my business. So we do that too. So what we've been currently building for a lot of those clients right now are quizzes and surveys. So start off on social media with some content or paid traffic. So there's two ways you can bring in traffic, paid traffic or organic traffic through social media. So whether it's paid traffic or organic traffic, leads them to a page where they could take a survey. Maybe it's a skincare survey, maybe it's a quiz on something. And through that, we're gathering more data. They're kind of getting to learn a little bit about what they should probably be doing because you can lead that survey or quiz in any direction that you want to that helps them understand more about their pain points or their problems. And then you automatically deliver them a solution from their quiz that's like, hey, this is the solution. Now come do more with me. So those are working extremely well right now. And inside the hub, you can build unlimited, well, depending on your platform membership choice, inside of Creator, you can build as many quizzes, surveys, forums as you could possibly want. And all of those can be made into lead magnets. You can also do your keyword auto response through the hub and attach to your social media platforms so that you can create content and just be like, comment, quiz below or survey below for, to test out this skincare survey or to take our skincare survey to see what kind of skin tone you have, whatever, there's tons of different things you can do based on your niche, your customers, and what you're trying to sell at the end. You can also automated overviews or opportunities or webinars. Love those. That's why we're starting our workshops back up again. We have our first one coming up this week, and you can go to that link I gave out. We'll throw in the comments for signing up for our next workshop because those work really well. And you can see how one works just by attending one of ours. And you can see all the automations that lead up to it and all the automations after it. And you'll absolutely love the time and effort and energy put into that one because it'll probably get you the most results the fastest. Challenges. We are building so many challenges for our clients right now. We have one of our own. It's helping you take the digital shift and it's amazing. And it's 5 days and we're building for fitness people. We're building them for health and wellness people. We're building for people who are trying to eliminate electronics from their kids, taking all the iPads away and all of that. Like you can build a challenge on just about anything. And it's awesome because they're going to hear from you for 5 days straight and they're signing up saying, I want to hear from you. I want training from you for 5 days straight. And you can deliver them all kinds of goodies in that. And by the end of it, it's automated and you're continuously dripping what the thing is that you want to sell. So I'm going to talk about beginning with the end in mind in just a second here. Anytime you're building any of these things, you want to do that. You want to begin with the end in mind. What is the ideal outcome that you want to have happen? So how can business owners ensure that their lead magnet genuinely attracts their target audience and isn't just another piece of content? So, number one, start with figuring out your customer avatar. Number two, Make sure you are honing in right on that niche and you're solving problems. Don't make it fluff. You've got to make it actually valuable. Stop with the simple checklists or the simple, like, fluffy calendar that looks amazing to you in Canva that probably no one's going to actually use, and make sure it's just not another piece of content. You need to make sure that it's something that people are going to want to use and consume, and they know that it's probably going to solve one of their pain points and their problems. So they'll actually consume it and use it. And then once they do and they get a result from it, they'll trust you. So you've got to make sure that it's genuinely going to attract them by solving a pain point or a problem. There's no point in collecting a list of cold leads that you don't know if they actually want what you have to solve, anyways. Make sure you can consume it and use it in less than 24 hours and it solves an actual problem, a nitty gritty problem. So if you go through our customer avatar training, we talk a lot about figuring out what that nitty gritty problem is that keeps your customer avatar up at night, reeling, because when you start posting stuff out on social media, reels, lives, whatever, and they see those and it's directed right at them, and the thing you're advertising solves one of those things that just kept them up last night thinking about it all night, then you've gained their trust. Then and that's what you're trying to do, because they'll take the next step with you if they believe that they can trust you from that lead magnet. Okay, so some tips. How can automation make the lead capture process easier and more effective? Are there any tools that we can recommend for automating this process? Absolutely, we can. It's the Self Made Hub. We have all of that right at your fingertips. Okay. Everything that you could possibly need in an all in one platform with the Self Made Hub is going to help you capture the leads and follow up with them. Um, Giving away too much, don't do that. We've done that. We did that in our Black Friday promo where we did a workshop live. We gave all kinds of templates. We actually ended up with a whole lot more questions out of that on how to for the freebie seekers than we did actually closing deals from it. So just make sure that you have the right balance, that you're not giving away too much. Now, you want to make sure that you are delivering a lead magnet that's got absolute value, right? Like, I can't tell you how important that piece is. You need to make sure that that's attracting the right people, but it's leaving them wanting to learn more as well. Let me tell you about a quick story. This past weekend, I was at a conference. I went to this conference because I actually thought that I was, this is how good the advertising was. Definitely was a pain point. Been suffering with this pain point for the last like 2 years or more, actually, probably 10. But more specifically, in this last year, it's something I would definitely want to add to our business and change. And so I was delivered this ad, and this ad was like not necessarily a lead magnet, but it was ad for a pain point. And I went to a conference for it, and we did pay for the conference. It could have been a free conference, but we actually did pay for it. But the price tag was like super low, so it was kind of like a lead magnet. And I went there thinking I was going to learn how to do all the things, like it was going to be more workshop style. And then I got there, and it wasn't. It was actually a lead magnet. It was actually 3 days of really great information, but it was really great information about selling me into their program to solve the actual problems. Well, by the end of the 3 days, I was all in. Paid all the money, going to spend a year with these people now. And it was absolutely what I needed. And it was delivered to me in quite a amazing little package with a bow on it. But I didn't learn all the things at this conference that I went there to learn. Now I'm going to learn them over the next year because they built enough trust with me at this event that I was like, yeah, I'm in. So just remember, there's a process to this. Um, a couple mistakes I want you to avoid, and then we're going to wrap up here. Make sure you deliver the lead magnet. If you go on social media and you put some content out there and you say you're going to deliver something like a PDF or a workbook or a thing or a webinar or whatever it is, make sure you deliver it. You know how many things I've signed up for out there testing other people's automations and flows and nothing ever comes to me? It's like, what? That is not ever going to gain you trust or a customer if you tell people you're going to put something out there and then there's nothing that gets delivered to them. And then make sure there's a follow-up sequence to it, because remember what you're doing this for. You're doing this so that you can gain their trust. You're doing this so that you can, over time, convert them into a customer of yours. So just make sure that you are setting up automation on the front end and on the back end. They get what you said. They responded to a keyword. They get it delivered to them, and then there's follow up, maybe 14 follow ups on the back end of that before they actually take the next step with you. But if you don't do all of that and nurture them, then this lead magnet that you built doesn't actually serve its purpose for you and your business. Okay, so here's the thing. I talked about a lot of stuff with lead magnets. I have a list of lead magnets that you can grab at a link below. I have a workshop you can attend at a link below so that you can see how some of this operates, right? You can gain some free access to the Self-Made Hub if you want to go over to that. We'll also have that link below for you because everything I've talked about with the lead magnets, the delivery and the follow-up can all be done with the Self-Made Hub. And if you don't know how to build a lead magnet and you need more help building all of these tools, you can always join our next accelerator too. So, make sure you get on the wait list for that, and we'll follow up with you and make sure that if you need a little more help from your friends. So get into the hub, let's start messing around in there, getting some stuff built, getting some stuff put together, and then join us for our next accelerator possibly, and we can help you build the rest of it. And we have some different trainings in there that are free to our members. They come with your membership on lead magnets and all of the things. So, come check us out. You can go to the link below and grab your free trial for Builder or Creator, and let's infuse some tech into your business. And let's help you start attracting that ideal customer onto your list and stop leaving it all in the platform's hands like TikTok, who just took it all away from everybody. Okay. Okay, I want you to join us next week. We have a phenomenal guest coming on next week with us, Mr. Tony Ferraro. I've gone through his dream life plan with him. It's like a 2-3 day event with him, one-on-one. He might do these in groups too. I don't know. I don't think I asked him that, but tune in next week for that episode. You're going to absolutely love getting to meet Tony. And if you've never had somebody put together a dream life plan for you, you do need to do it. You're going to totally enjoy hearing from him. So, hop on the next episode. You're going to get a lot out of it. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you get your lead magnet put together. I hope that we here at the Self-Made Hub can help you do that, help you with the delivery of that lead magnet, help you extract all those leads off of social media, and help you follow up all the way to converting to a new customer for you. And then let's put it on repeat. Thanks for tuning in to The Digital Shift. We hope today's episode gave you the tools and inspiration to take your business to the next level.
Don't forget, we have something for everyone to help you scale smarter. Whether you're just getting started or ready to go all in, we've got you covered.
Start with 14 days of free access to the Self-Made Hub, our all-in-one platform to automate, optimize, and grow your business.
Looking for more? Check out our Self-Made membership, where you can work at your own pace with help from your tech-savvy mentors.
Or take it to the next level with our 10-week accelerator program, perfect for those ready to scale with expert guidance and systems all in one place.
And if you're looking for done-for-you options, from custom funnel builds to fully done-for-you marketing systems customized just for your business,
visit us at www.self-made.biz to explore all of our programs and tools and find the perfect fit for your business needs.
Let's make your digital shift a reality. See you next time.